In a time long forgotten, when kings ruled not with justice, but with fear, there lived a ruler whose name would be erased from history, not out of mercy, but out of terror. His name was King Alaric. At first, Alaric was not a monster. He was born as the second son of a noble king, never meant to rule, never expected to wear the crown. His older brother, Prince Eldric, was everything a future king should be: wise, calm, and loved by the people. But Alaric was different. From childhood, he was silent, observing, waiting. While other children laughed and played, Alaric watched. He studied people, their fears, their weaknesses. He learned one thing early: power is not given, it is taken. Years passed. The kingdom flourished under their father's rule. Peace spread across the lands. The people trusted the royal family. But peace is fragile. One night, the king fell ill. No one knew how. No poison was found. No wound was seen. Yet within days, the king was dead. The entire kingdom mourned. Prince Eldric was crowned king, and Alaric stood beside him, silent. But inside him, something had already awakened. Not long after the coronation, strange events began to occur. Servants whispered of shadows moving in the halls at night. Guards spoke of hearing voices, even when no one was there. And then, people began to disappear. At first, it was only prisoners, then criminals. No one questioned it. But then, villagers began to vanish, entire families gone overnight. Fear slowly spread. King Eldric tried to calm the people. He promised investigations, justice, answers. But Alaric had other plans. One evening, Eldric received a message, a warning. Your blood will end your reign. That same night, Eldric was found dead in his chamber. No struggle, no sound, only a single mark on his neck. The throne was now empty, and only one man remained to take it: Alaric. The day Alaric became king, the kingdom changed. At first, nothing seemed unusual. He spoke softly, promised strength, promised protection. But soon, the truth began to show. He ordered new laws, strict laws, cruel laws. Anyone who questioned the king disappeared. Anyone who spoke against him vanished. And then came the worst command of all: the ritual of purity. Alaric claimed the kingdom was cursed. He said darkness had infected the land, and the only way to save it was sacrifice. At first, people refused to believe it, until the soldiers came. They took children, they took mothers, they took entire families, and brought them to the palace. No one who entered ever returned. Deep beneath the castle, there was a chamber, hidden, forbidden, and inside it, something unimaginable. Alaric was not just killing his people, he was using them for something far worse. Each night, screams echoed through the stone walls. Each night, the number of victims grew. The king was no longer human. But the people were not blind forever. Rumors turned into fear. Fear turned into anger. And anger into rebellion. A small group formed in secret. Survivors, soldiers, even former royal guards. They had one goal: to uncover the truth and stop the king. no matter the cost. One of them was a young woman named Alira. She had lost everything. Her family, taken by the king's soldiers. Her village, burned to the ground. She had nothing left to fear, and that made her dangerous. Alira and her group managed to enter the castle. At night, through hidden passages long forgotten. What they found would haunt them forever. The walls were covered in symbols, dark symbols, written in blood. The deeper they went, the colder it became, until finally they reached the chamber. And what they saw was not a ritual. It was something far worse. Bodies. Dozens, maybe hundreds, arranged in a circle. And in the center, King Alaric, standing before a dark altar, whispering words no human should know. And then he turned, slowly, smiling. As I expected, you finally came. To be continued.